Yes, don't forget to check out Doggie Diamonds No Filter on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. If you've never been there before, you do not know how to get there. The links are right in the description box below. All you got to do is go down there, subscribe, and hit the button, and yeah, you're there. You can hear this. You can hear your name being shouted out. You can hear all types of stuff, yeah, on the audio version of the podcast. Also, for only $100, I'll promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, like I said, www.doggiediamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Must be Cash App ready. Yeah. Also, the channel memberships are back. So if you're not a member of the channel, you can become a member of the channel now, where you're going to get exclusive stuff. Yeah, I'm going to put out something real soon that only the members of the channel could see. So become a member. That's right in the description box as well. Also, if you need anger management, domestic violence interventions, life coaching, Corinne Bliss Johnson can help you. Contact him on Instagram, Corinne Bliss Johnson, for your assessment now. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. All right, let's go, man. Oh, man, I was on my way to the barbershop. I didn't call my barber yet, but I was just going to pop up. I was on my way to the barbershop. Then I was going to hit the gym. But something epiphany just happened. Something came over me like, yo, hold on. They playing a lot of games in this culture. I see a lot of people jumping out, sticking their neck out, because they want to have something to say when it comes to pioneers and all this stuff. And they want to, and I'm like, yo, hold on. Nah, y'all enable a lot of stuff. We gonna talk about it today. And if you hear a name or two get called out, be mad, be upset. I don't care. You can't do nothing about it, but make a video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see me. I'm available. You know what I'm saying? I'm available for whatever. So, with that, I present to you here I go. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. Fresh off of doing my laundry. Gotta go get my face and my hair, put back together, lined up and in place. But I didn't do any of that. Something came over me because I'm just looking at the uproar and the backlash of what's going on the internet. The DJ Academics, what it did, it sparked another conversation that needs to be had that's not being had. It sparks something that it makes people jump out. And when they jump out, you look and you say, oh, you poking your head out. Where have you been? Where have you been? Why have you been so quiet? Why have you not said anything about anything? Because you were hiding. You were in, we didn't know where you was at because you got smut on your name. So now you want to come out and say something to try to be in alignment with the masses because you want to pounce on something that you think is the good shining moment for you. So that's what's going on. So we're going to talk about it. They call it playing the game. As a youth, when I was coming up in this culture, I've always been truthful. I've always been in situations where I didn't like something or I found something peculiar and I spoke at it. And I was taught from a youth, nah, you don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. So no matter what it was. Although I've never seen anything that was, besides one time I was in a party and it was I was in a higher learning premiere party and it was some dudes that came in there with dresses on. And this was when higher learning came out. So I was young as hell and I was like, yo, now I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But this is what goes on in this culture and nobody says anything. See, what y'all think is what we would be deemed to be abnormal is regular to them. This is what they do. Let me explain something to you. These record labels, you think they close at 5? You think when the work day is over, everybody goes home? No, they got after hour. They open the label back up at night. They go in there, they party, they do it. I'm telling you, they go back in there at nighttime. Some of them stay after work. Some of them. Now, the deepest thing about this culture is that there's so many horror stories that you never heard. You know when you're going to hear it? You're going to hear it in tell-all books. You're going to hear it, and it's so old, and by the time you hear it, it's happened a long time ago, that you're going to think is, wow, that was crazy. But it's still going on today. Ask Mary J. Blige. You don't find it peculiar that out of all the years she's been in the business, she's still making songs about not being happy and I'm not happy, and she never looks happy. She just always she looks sad. Why do you think that is? Ask her. But it's called playing the game where you don't tell. Because if you tell, you kicked out. I don't care because I never was in. I broke down what blackballing is for y'all. I never was in. I don't want to be amongst these people. I don't want to be amongst stuff that I know was going on. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's going on. I don't want to be amongst that. So yeah, if I don't have 1 million subscribers or I ain't a multi-million, that's fine. But it's so many horror stories. Now look, they caught Mr. C. They caught him. And that was his personal business of what he did on the side. But they caught him. What if they never caught him? What if they never caught him? You think he's the only one? You think he's the only one that was doing? And when he caught him, look how many people jumped out and was like, yo, nah, that's not true. That's not true. Blah, blah, Ed Lover. I remember all of y'all. That's not true. My friend didn't do it. For him to say, nah, I do all that and I like it. So you didn't know that? You saying it's not true. You trying to tell me you didn't know that that's how he gave it up. Y'all never hung together. Y'all never been in no places together. You didn't know that. You trying to say you didn't know that. Because when we have friends and we have people in the industry, it ain't just in the party. It's, yo, homie, yo, pull up. I'm in the studio. Yo, what you getting into? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You knew that. You knew that. But I respect what he did because he fell on a sword and didn't put nobody else on blast because he's playing the game. That's why he's still going to be held in a certain regard as not ostracized as they ostracized Chingy for an accusation that was a lie. Chingy lost his career, lost his whole career for an accusation that the girl was like, yo, I was lying. But Chingy lost his whole career. But every time you see Mr. C smiling and pissed, I'm like, look at this nigga. Look at this dude. That explains why you acted like a bitch all those years. Every time you crying, I'm like, that explains it. I get it now. I get it. I understand now. It makes sense now. It makes perfect sense. It makes sense. I get it now. So if the accusations against Bambaataa go way back, how long he was in the culture and who knew? He was on Tommy Boy Records. Who knew? So if y'all all knew, we knew then. Y'all was playing the game because he was at the height of the pioneer, the forefather, the creator. So if you went against him, you went against the culture, so you stayed quiet. You was playing the game. You was playing the game, and this is what they do. They see, and it's almost, I'm telling you, you're not allowed to say nothing. Many of these artists got horror stories. I'm telling you, not just their publishing, not just the label putting the house in their name and the car in their name and all this lavish shit that they have and then the name of the label. And then when you get dropped, they take all that shit. They take all that shit from you. That's not yours. I told y'all a long time ago, I told you, most of the stuff you see is fake. It is made up for content because they know y'all are reactionary people. Y'all are reactionary people. Y'all going to react. So they make it up and they put it in your face and then you react. And then they won. They won. Oh shit, we got them. Look, they're talking about it. It's on the blogs. They're down with the blogs. They're down with listen, Jay-Z told you I might call paparazzi on myself. What did that tell you? I might call them on myself. You don't think they've called them on it? Yo, we over here. We need pictures. We getting cold. You don't think they know the photographers? You don't think they know Harvey and Rachel and all of them over at T? You don't think they know them personally? They know they've been in the industry for how long? They know them personally. They call them. Yo, we going to be here. Could you send somebody to get some footage? We need that up. Got you. It's all that they playing. It's all a game. All of what you see is a game, and the people who are getting played. And I ain't even supposed to be saying none of this stuff because I'm not in alignment with nobody in this industry. So I say what the fuck I want when I want. But I'm telling you, they're like, yo, it's all a society that they all get into. And I ain't talking about it's spooky, but it's, yo, you're playing the game. I had a female, I'm not even going to put you out there. And I was talking about something. She said, see, your problem is you don't want to play the game. I play the game? I'm not playing. I'm a dude from BK who been through hell in the streets. What is playing the game? Like, what does this entail? Because if it entails what all these people do, no, I'm not playing that game. Because at the end of the day, when I see something that is not right and exact, I'm going to say, yo, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's this all about? Oh, nah, you foul for that. So they give you bits and pieces. They give you bits and pieces every now and again. Did you notice? Think about this. Almost every interview you see. Now peep the interviews you see. You've seen thousands of them from me. Have you ever seen anybody speak freely and candid? Every interview you see, the person is always scared. Pay attention. From now on, you're going to notice it. Everybody is like, they're scared because they're picking and choosing their words. They know what they can and they can't say. So me being who I am, I like to go, yo, you ever seen any ill-advised and they be like, I got you. Cause I know you know, cause I know who you was around. I know what you probably saw because of the people you was around. Look how scared they get. So if R. Kelly is convicted of his things, what about all the people who work with him? Y'all ain't see nothing? Y'all never saw anything that was inappropriate that you was like, yo, what's going on here, bro? So out of all the artists R. Kelly worked with, out of all the music he put out of all the studio sessions, nobody saw nothing. Nobody saw nothing. Mad features. No, nobody. He got joint albums with people. He got joint albums with Jay-Z. 2 albums with Jay-Z. Tours. Nobody saw nothing. We watched what we deemed to be a dude coming on to a dude. Right in our face. We also we saw, right? Like we ain't crazy. When the dude say, "Yo, I want to party with you." Nah, we partied together before. Nah, I want to party with you. So we all deemed it what we deemed it. We all said, "Yo, what the hell does that mean?" We was like, "What the hell does that mean?" That has never been cleared up. Me, I'd have been in the room like, "Yo, my man, he just said y'all hung out together before. What type of party you want to do?" But certain people, that's why we do independent shit, because they gonna keep us out of that circle, because they know we gonna be like, "Yo, whoa, what's going on here? Y'all niggas ain't got your shirts on. What type of party is that? Yo, I'm out. Yo, y'all crazy." What did Inspector Deck tell you? What did Ali Vegas tell you? What did they tell you? They seen it. They saw. What did Cat Williams tell you? It's called playing the game. And there's so many people. Reason why it's important to me, because there's so many people who had suffered because of this. Their talent has got put to the thing. Listen, man, she could sing, she alright, but she ain't trying to do this, so I ain't helping her. They've told you. And again, people know of these people actions. They just scared. I'm telling you, they playing the game. They can't talk because they got one foot in the industry and one foot out, or they might not be where they need to be, and they know they got to cross path with said individual, so they don't say nothing. When I say cross paths, because when you look at how the music business has been monopolized, it has been monopolized. I don't know if you know that or not. It has been monopolized. The people in these positions of power, you have to go through them some way, form, or fashion. So you can't say nothing about them. So if they violated or they did a bunch of stuff, you got to keep quiet because you got to go past them. I'm gonna keep it real with something. Just my thoughts. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, say I'm wrong. Fat Joe. Loved his music. I don't care who wrote it, whatever. I loved it. Always loved it. If he wrote it, I loved it. If he didn't write, I loved it. Regardless. Incredible artist. For years, has had a squabble with Jay-Z. For years. I don't even really know what it was about. It was lies, saying that Pun hit Jay-Z in the head with a bottle. That was all lies. That was lies. So many people dispelled that. But some people ran with it because it was good. Now, if you notice, when him and Jay-Z got cool, this nigga just blew up. Like it was some newfound part. Like he was a new person. He already was who he was. He already had them big, gigantic records. Already had these accomplishments, and out of nowhere, he blew up. Then every time you see him, he's on an apology tour of, "Yo, me and him wasn't about nothing. I should have never dissed them." Did you notice that? Like once they got cool, he's hosting all types of shit. He's here, he's there. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? What the hell is happening? Because the big homie sanctions certain things. And that's why a lot of people don't say nothing. And I'm telling you, these dudes is scared. They not going to say nothing because what they did was they monopolized shit. Right? They monopolized a lot of shit. You got this person over here, so they control media. Who do we have in media? We could get Elliott Wilson in them. They could be our media thing. He could control Tidal. He could have his Rap Radar thing. We could control shit through them. We could funnel things to them. Who we need on this side? Who we need? Oh, we got Revolt. So when you control media, you control the narrative, because media is what puts out the stories about you or dispels stuff about you. At one particular point, they didn't have nobody in media. It was us against them. So when we come with these people who have been wronged or have been done great things, they get to talk. So what they did, they started putting people in places. They started using their power and leverage to boost people up. Now, if you notice, the people in media who are big people, and again, part in academics' ignorance to certain things. That's why I say sometimes he don't really know no better because he doesn't understand. But I watch him do it his way, how he wanted to do it. And I kind of respected that because he didn't fall under nobody. Anybody that could get it, got it. He ain't hold back on nobody. He reported everything. He did what I did wrong because I was doing friendship shit. I was doing homeboy shit. I was doing, that's my man. I can't report that. Academics was like, yo, you my man and all that, but it's out there in the stratosphere. I'm putting it up. Yo, what you want me to do? Everybody else gonna talk about it. Why I'm not gonna talk about it? That's what I did wrong. That's what I did wrong. When the rapper used to call my phone, yo, homie, yo, what's going on with it? Oh yeah, yo, I ain't even see that. Let me take that. Let me get that taken down. Let me take that down myself. Yeah, man, but then it go on World Star. And it ain't no big deal. And then later on, they like, shout out to Q from World Star. The same people who call my phone and say, yo, don't do this. And I oblige. Shout out to Q from World Star. Shout out. So listen, this is what happens. But me thinking that, being dumb. And then I'm saying this to the people that's just going to come into this culture behind me. Me being dumb, thinking these niggas was my homeboy, my friend, because we might have talked on the phone a few times. We hung out a couple of times. We was in the studio. These niggas ain't your friend. It's all about what they could get. They see shit. They don't say nothing. I'm telling you, they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. It's horror stories. Horror stories. Horror stories that they don't say nothing. They turn their head. They turn their head like, yo, damn. When Jaguar Wright was going on her rants, she was exposing a lot of stuff. The only thing that she slid in there but didn't stand on it was that she said she was down with it at one point. But then remember she said she didn't protect that girl and she know what they did to that girl. You know how many stories is like that? You know how many times women come through and what they got to do? How many times men come through? So you're trying to tell me it's men in powerful position places and this is their preference. And if you come through when you a handsome young man or whatever, they are not attracted to you. I mean, just let's be honest for a minute. They're not looking like, damn, I want to fuck with such and such. You trying to tell me just out of nowhere that it gets turned off? They say, look, you see homie doing it at the Celtics. He doing it at his job. You trying to tell me when you in the music business and there's certain photographer that tell you, yo, I could take your pictures here if you know what I'm saying? You trying to tell me that don't happen? It's called playing the game. It's called being quiet. Like I said, I wish more of these women spoke out. And again, like somebody said, Remy Ma and Mike Tyson. If they didn't tell that story, we wouldn't have known. But that's what goes on. He offered a fucking car and everything just to beat. Why they talking about it now? And we're so sad. It's a married woman. So you trying to tell me Papoose supposed to see Mike Tyson and be like, it was good? I mean, you better though, because Mike Tyson, fuck you up. But why was that such an open, free conversation? Why was that something to talk about? It's a lot that goes on. But it's called playing the game. And when you don't play the game, they're going to ostracize you and put you out. And I'm not saying that's what happened to me because I don't give a fuck one way or another. I don't even notice. I just do me. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people who definitely have the talent, have the skill, have the know-how that are never going to be in this culture because they didn't play certain games. They didn't sign certain bad contracts. They lawyered up. It's certain things that you do. It's crazy. They lawyered up. They smarten up. They didn't do this. They didn't do drugs with them. They didn't indulge in unscrupulous acts with people. They'd be like, nah, he can't. Nah, don't bring him around no more. Or some people, believe it or not, just shine. Some people aura was so impeccable they was like, nah, don't bring him around no more. He taking away my energy. You're taking away my energy. I'm telling you what's going on. So when these pioneers come up and I want to speak, y'all was the same people who knew, these same pioneers who ain't dusty, who not dusty. Which one of them said something about Bambaataa? I'ma wait. I give a 30-second target, 30-second ticker. Should we do a countdown? Which one of them? They're defending hip hop because they don't want to get called dusty. But what about the people who was victimizing people? Why are they so quiet on that? Huh? Which one of them pioneers that's not dusty said anything? I see Russell Simmons surface. Fuck you been? Where you been, homie? This whole thing is a game. This whole shit is a game. All of it is to keep quiet. All of it is to stay in alignment with what's going on so you could be the next one or get a couple of dollars. Or they kick you out. I'm telling you, they kick you out of shit. What did we watch in Rich Homie Quan? I watched his interview. When he went through it with Young Thug, his phone never rang again. Nobody fucked with him again. Because Thug was the hottest and nobody said anything. So, academics is going at Russell Simmons as you speak. I'm just saying, I don't even know that. But these are the people who was giving people messed up contracts, doing all types of shit. Lame dudes getting boxed because they had money. You lame. You lame. You were lame. Like, these dudes are lames. Wouldn't even stand in no circle with nobody and in alignment with nobody. Get a lisp out of nowhere and all. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like I said, maybe, maybe, I don't know, they might get rid of this video. They're going to throw me down in the algorithm. And true, hold on. Let me show you how they do. And when people be saying, yo, they blocking me, they shadow banning me and all that, you think people be lying? It's the truth. When you're not in alignment with what they doing and saying, they shit on you. I'm going to prove it to you right now. Hold on. Because now they're starting to tell you that they did it to you. And I'm going to show you why they did it. They gave me an explanation. But is the explanation merit? Look at this. Your account is restricted and has been moved down in the feed for 6 more days. That means anything I post on Facebook, they're burying in it. They just told me. They told me that. And the reasoning for doing it, let me see if I can find the reason for you. I don't think I can find the reason. Oh, let me go to my name. Oh, yeah, okay, account restricted. Okay, you see it right there? Account restricted. See that? Now I'm going to click it. And it says CY. I want to see why. CY, why is your account restricted? You shared this on your profile. This is what I shared on my profile. Let me see if it comes up. And I'm going to show it to you so you know that I'm not a lion. I put in the gym. I dare you to go in the gym and put Brooklyn Zoo on repeat. I might throw this dumbbell at someone. Now, that's a little... of course I'm saying it in jest because the power of the music. But I never, I'm not going to throw a dumbbell at someone. But they blocked me for that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But you don't get a warning of saying, hey, don't say that. Don't say that. They told me, yo, we're burying you for six days. Well, it's been 22 days, believe it or not, but I just realized it yesterday. It's probably 5 days. Who don't go to the gym and put on music and you throwing Brooklyn Zoo and you got them, you going crazy. I'm the one that you going crazy. You understand what I'm saying? You go crazy, so I get blocked. You understand what I'm saying? I get blocked for that. They tell me they're going to bury me in the algorithm. Now, what happened? I'm sending threats to who, though? Come on, you can't send threats. I can't send threats, so maybe that's why they did it, but there's no warning. I mean, I done seen all types of stuff. There's an ad right now running on Facebook about how Herschel Walker is not who they say you are. Herschel Walker has held a gun to his wife's head. That goes, though? Because they pay for that, though. Because they pay for that. Anyway, but this is what they do to you. So, back to the industry. I wish maybe they're going to do it. And look, an artist said to me, I'm going to spare you. Me and you ain't really in alignment, ain't speaking some years, one of the whatever. He said to me, and y'all put 2 and 2 together. He said to me, when I finally go at Jay-Z, I know I'm out the industry. But I know when I finally go at him and say the things that need to be said, that I know, I don't want to rap no more. I'm out the industry. Now, what type of shit is that? So that's like openly saying you can watch somebody do some shit that violate people and do all types of shit, and then you know that you out of here. Now, I ain't gonna get into who people worship, they're this, that. I'm not doing none of that because a lot of that is hearsay, and if you don't know for sure, you could only guess or just speculate. You understand what I'm saying? But this artist said that to me. Yo, I know when I go at him, it's over for me. But you watched them smiling, and I know, listen, reason why I know these things is because I'm like a barber. I do interviews for a living. I done heard it all. I done heard stuff that was like, yo, you serious? Yeah, but I'm like, yo, you want to say that on camera? Nah, I can't. Why not? Yo, if I do, it's over for me. They do, I'm telling you. Nah, I can't do that. I done heard diss records to people. Whole diss records. Yo, he got a diss record towards him. Diss records. Multiple diss records towards people. But then you see them bigging them up and smiling. I know how you really feel. I know how a lot of these people really feel about each other. I know how they really feel, but they can't say nothing because they gotta play the game in order to have a career. They gotta stay certain things in order to have a career. They won't say nothing. I heard them. I give you one. I give you one. Remember when Lil Wayne said, "Fuck New York, I don't like New York"? Remember that? Remember when Lil Wayne said, "Fuck New York, I don't like New York," because he got locked up out? Because that's what he was saying, fuck. He wasn't saying fuck New York City or the people. But he did get locked up out here. He was like, "Fuck New York." One artist swooped down and made a diss record. Never put it out. Why, I don't know. Never put it out. But I'll give you one. Papoose got a diss record to Lil Wayne. I heard it with my own 2 ears. Never gonna hear it, but he got it. Why he ain't put it out? I don't know. Why ain't nobody hear it? I don't know. But it exists. It exists. I heard it. I'm telling you. They all playing the game. They all fall in alignment. And if you notice, it always leans towards, I gotta be Rock Nation. I gotta be with Hove. I gotta be at this brunch. I gotta be. I'm telling you. If you notice, everybody just fell in line. They don't have no opposition. No opposition. Think about that. Everybody fell in line. Everybody's in high position. But they scared. So when such and such, right? Listen, right? So when such and such gets caught up and they was in the car and they found cocaine in their system and cocaine in their car, right? You mean to tell me nobody else sniffed coke with them? Nobody know? Cause see, if I got a homie, a homeboy, whatever, I know you a cokehead. I ain't rocking. We ain't cool. Yeah, we might, but you a cokehead. I don't know. So it's the drugs, it's the sleeping around, it's the bad contracts, it's that spooky shit. That's all going on. And they are playing the game. And when you don't play the game and you're not in alignment, you're not in alignment. So this is what happened. Let me tell you about Rock Nation. Rock Nation is signed to Live Nation. Believe it or not, when you go to the venues, Live Nation owns almost all of the venues. I found that out when I was about to do a live podcast. Live Nation owns a lot of the venues. So they own like Sony Hall. They own a lot of the venues, right? So if you want to do a show, then you got to go through Live Nation because they own all the venues. So if you are part of Rock Nation, you automatically get Live Nation venues. So it's not really Rock Nation, it's Live Nation. But Live Nation controls all the venues, the arenas, everything. So that's why a lot of people going to Rock Nation because they need shows. How do you eat? I was taught coming up in this industries, yo, it ain't really record sales. It ain't none of that. It's your shows. You got to do a lot of shows. That's how you're going to eat. Your tours. That's how you're going to eat. That's what I was taught. You know what I'm saying? But believe it or not, all of them are owned by Live Nation. Facts. So that's why everybody goes to Rock Nation. So let's see what Meek do. Meek left. But of course you can leave that situation with Jay-Z if you doing bunny hops and doing all types of stuff for billionaires. You don't need Jay-Z. You got other billionaires. You doing bunny hops. They flying you from jail and helicopters. You never sit there and say to yourself, what the fuck is their relationship like? Huh? What exactly is happening here? like why are y'all so cool? And it all boils down to the money, the capital, the bank, which all of this shit is a loan. I have a friend, I ain't gonna name, well, she could say if she want. Somebody from Twitter contacted her. This is what I'm saying about playing the game. Somebody from contacted Twitter and said, do you want to be an influencer? And she was like, well, I don't have the following. I'm not popular like that. I would want to be a influencer, but I can't be. I don't have the following. They told her, we will give you the following. We will give you the following and we'll boost you up. So when you see said person just came out of nowhere, who the hell is that? Everybody, Ice Spice this. I'm like, well, damn, where's Ice Spice mixtapes? Where's her backstory? What's the backstory? She's with Drake? Drake flew her out? Who is she? Because I seen some people on the ground. I know some people on the ground. I know some people who put out mad projects who been trying to get their thing off and they ain't get their thing off. How the hell that happened? Who is this? Why are they all on my timeline? What's going on? You listen. You look at it for what it is. They playing the game. They're not in alignment with the people. They make people now. They make people. We keep talking about the manufacturing, they're going to have robots. No, they make people. Sometimes you say, where the hell they come from? Who is this? They make people now. You're going to be the next star. And we're going to make sure of that. Now, let me show you something really quick. Let's go to any social media. We can actually go to, well, we can go to my site. Let's go to my site, really show you the back end of my site. This is doggiediamondstv.com. This is my site. So we could go to the post. Let's go see what's posted. All right. Let's go to a random post. The Reggie Wright details. So that if you go to the actual site, I'm showing y'all something. So let's go to Reggie Wright post. Okay, no, let's go to Monique signs exclusive deal with Netflix, Neo support. So you see where it's at. It's in gossip, right? It's in gossip. Right here. No, before I go back. Right here is where you see front and center what's on the site. Pow. This is what you see. That's what you see as soon as you come up. This is the big carousel. This is what you see. You see that's down there gossip, right? This Monique deal is gossip. So this is how simple it is. You go in there. You see the post. August 1st. You see the post. Where it's at. It's Tasha K. Okay, cool. So let's go into edit posts. This is what they do. This is how simple it is. Edit posts. And it's even simpler than this. Gossip is the thing. Let's go to the tags. Let's put in featured. Let's put in featured. Hit enter. Hit update. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go back. Preview a new tab. Let's go back to where it's at now. Let's go to here. Oh, it's old, so they put it in there, but it's old. Damn. It's an old post, so they put it chronologically. Damn. There you go. You see, but it's there though. See? It's still there, but being that I put featured in the tag, look where it goes now. But it's an older post, so the newer post is in order. It's right there. That's what they do. See how simple that is? That's what they do. You can do that yourself now. You can go to your Facebook or anything. You can go to anything and hit. You can go to your Facebook. Let's go to Facebook. We can go to your Facebook. Right? This is my Facebook. You go to your Facebook. Ooh, I bought them Wiley's. That was last year. Oh, yeah. Go to any of your posts. Now you can pin your posts. Oh, this is why we need somebody shared that. Shout out to her. Look. This is my album being pinned. So you could go pin your posts. Look, pin posts. It's just that simple. So now when you go to Twitter and you go to these social media platforms and you scroll and you see stuff that you're not even following, like this Chanel ad, they pay for this. They put this there. Not interested in this ad. It's all a game. This is what they do. They pay for this. Somebody's in alignment with them. They pay for this. Google, look at the ads. They pay for this. How you think this thing keep running? You're not following none of this stuff. I don't know what the hell Homegirl was doing. You're not following none of this stuff. They pay for this. You just click a button. You know what I'm saying? And now you're there. And you be like, yo, how is this person? Why are you all on my timeline? I don't follow you. Well, the person paid for it or somebody's paying them. They're there. We could go to Instagram. There's people you're not following. That's all on your damn feed. And you're like, yo, who is this person? Why do I keep seeing this? They pay for it. The person is in the loop. This is the next person. They give us talking points. The people are in the play. The people are playing the game. Why? Listen. Tell me that you heard Ice Spice song. And no disrespect to her, I don't know her. I hope whatever endeavor she's in, she does well. You didn't even hear her song, but you know her name. You didn't even hear her song. What's her song? What's the name of the rap? I don't know. But she's all over my timeline because she's being planted there. And then you'll start seeing she did this person, or Drake flew out. Drake unfollowed her. Why was you following her, Drake? And another thing, how old is she? How old is she? She don't look no older than 22, 21 years old. How old is Drake? So you flew her out for what exactly? Because there's other women in the industry not deserving of that spot. But there's been instances where we seen Drake sending we ain't, we gonna get into that? And we all seen it. We all saw it. We all know it. But everybody will still sit there with him. Batman things. Remember the things. Oh, he got this, then. Why do you think he's in alignment with that shit? He's in alignment with that shit. He's doing what he want to do. And they all know it. Until one day he fuck up and they say, all right, you out the whip. And we're telling everything. The way they did R. Kelly. The way they did Bambaataa. The way they did Michael Jackson. The way they did Ron Jeremy. You name them. They know. Because my thing is, yo, if you around me and I'm in fuck with you and you do some shit that you ain't got no business doing, you getting whipped out. Straight up and down, you getting pounded out. Like, yo, nah, homie, we don't do that. Yo, what is you doing? I don't care who you are and what you do. Nah, we don't do that. So they're not going to have certain people around because they know we ain't keeping your secrets. We not, yo, listen, nah, homie, that ain't right. We don't do that. What are you doing? And when people say, yo, this, nah, I ain't in alignment with you because you either, you know shit, like the thing to me, when you know shit, you speak because it's not about you. Like, let me explain something to you. When I said in my bill last night, if you have been victimized, right, in any way you've been victimized, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you speak it so other people don't go through what you go through because you know what it's like to go through it. You know what it's like. You know what it's like to go through shit. You know how psychologically it affected you, what it did to you. So one of the main things that you want to do is, even if you leave people anonymous, you want to say, this is what I went through. So this is why I don't want y'all to go through it. Because, yo, this happened. Know what they do to stay in the whip? They keep quiet. They keep quiet. They don't say shit. And then you start seeing people just out of nowhere with all this success and all this, and you be like, what the fuck did y'all hear that I ain't hear? Because why is that? Then you start saying, this person was behind this. This person was behind. They say, oh, I get it. Now I understand. I had a different concept with Drake, and no disrespect to Drake, but remember, if y'all watch Blade 3, what was the vampire name that was able to walk in the sun? It just always tripped me out because every time I heard that name, that's the first person I thought about. Was the vampire that was able to walk in the sun in Blade 3. I don't know, but maybe there's no correlation. Who knows? But that was his name, Drake. It's the first time I ever heard that name. You know what I'm saying? So, again, the vampire that was able to walk in the sun. Anyway. But this is what I want y'all to know. This shit is a bunch of game playing. When you don't play the game, when you out, and when you not in the whip. And one thing, and then listen, and let me explain something to y'all too. And I want to say this, and this is very, very important. You have people who act like they're exposing shit or want to expose shit, or they're regurgitating shit that they heard some of us say. I say to them, are you exposing shit or you saying shit because you're not in the whip no more? Because when you was in the whip, you was in alignment. See, this is the thing. You cannot have been a part of some shit and then say, I'm not a part of it no more, so I'm telling all that. Because you was in alignment, because you never wrote your wrongs for you being in alignment with it. So when people be like, yo, I want to tell what... But you was there for that, because, again, I cannot give you a story where I was there and I saw somebody harming a child, a woman, I wasn't there for that because I'm going to be like, yo, nah, that ain't right and exact. So if you say, yo, I saw it hundreds of times, unless you was the exact victim and you sat there and watched it, then you are responsible for what happened to them people. Just like if I went outside and I seen some of the homies beating up old ladies and I didn't say nothing, I can't one day say, yeah, and they used to beat up old ladies. So what did you do when they was doing it? I ain't say nothing. So you're just as bad as the people who were doing it, because we live in a society where you have to say something. You have to let it be known. These individuals harm old people. These individuals harm children. These people are not fair. So what I said yesterday about the pioneers, they knew that the contracts was bad because some of the same people who gave them the contract, giving people contracts today. They knew what drugs did to them in the society that they was in. They was custies back then. These new kids is custody. All these kids doing now is doing what they just once did. The only difference is they're getting bigger loans. There's more money opportunities. And when you see these, when it used to be, when you see such and such sold this amount of records, another industry secret that y'all don't know. They didn't sell those records. They were doing something called bundles. They were doing something called bundles. So when Travis Scott comes out and he sells, you're like, damn, Travis Scott just did 200K the first week. Holy. So you're sitting there saying, damn, is he really that good? Let me go listen to what 200,000 people shit. Let me go listen. No, people. They were doing something called bundles. They were counting everything he sold at that time as a sale. So they were bundling the music with t-shirts. So if the t-shirt sold, well, that's a record sale. I think they stopped doing it. But that's what they were doing. Remember when Nicki Minaj didn't have the #1 album and she was saying, yo, he didn't sell those records. They bundled it. They were doing bundles. They were doing deluxe versions. So don't get caught up in, damn, such as her soul is. They were doing bundles, but the general public does not know this. You thinking this person is big. Damn, he had a big first week. They were doing bundles. They were counting ticket sales. They were counting merch. They was counting different things and saying you sold records. This is a fact. They were playing the game. So what I want y'all to know, and it's very, very important, because I'm gonna be real with you too. There's no way you could watch certain people and watch me too. I'll just be real with you, because a lot of people are deceiving y'all, and they might be fiery and they sound, but there's no way you can watch them and watch me. So y'all gonna have to make a choice. You can't watch me and watch them, because everything I give you is anti that. And I know sometimes it seems like me and certain people are in alignment. We're saying the same thing, but we're really not. Let's just be real with you. So if you watch other people, fine. I don't care. But listen, it's not an alignment. It's not an alignment. And what I'm talking to you about is what I know. I'm not talking off emotionalism. I'm not saying buzzwords to make you, because we a buzzword society. So when you say certain things, people just, that's how you get them. But there's no substance with all that. There's no substance with that. They can't expound. They can't break certain things down. They can't tell you when things started, dates. There's no notes in front of me. There is no, there is none of that. So a lot of times you watching people and you in with people and you like, he dropping to it. He's really not. They're not dropping no jewels. They're not giving you no information. Because for one, how can somebody tell you about the music business and they never been in it? That's for one. So everything that they say is hearsay. You've never been in the music business. You've never signed a contract. You've never been, you've never done a deal. You don't own no company. So how is a person telling you about business and they don't have no business? Just really think about that. Everything that they're giving you is secondhand story. It's an individual running around right now, because I ain't even going to give you no light. He's running around regurgitating my whole Ali Vegas interview, and people are like, he dropped in. I'm like, yo. He like, yo, it's like crack in the 80s. And they send a stylist at you. And I'm like, yo, hold on, nigga just took my whole shit. But he sounding smart. But how smart are you if you regurgitating somebody else's shit that come from somewhere else? That's not your knowledge. That's not what you came with. That's what somebody else said. And you're regurgitating it, but you're campaigning and you're going out there everywhere else doing it. You're not that smart. It's out there. Look at it. It's out there. And shout out to Nims, because Nims was like, yo, that shit sound like some Doggie Diamonds shit. Because it is. It is. What are we doing? And again, the information has to go out there. But how you gonna bite my whole shit and campaigning with it? Oh, boy. But this is what I'm saying. But then when you listen to sad people music, nothing that they say, you like that entendre, right? Mega Bills, I'm swift with it. But nothing that they say is in alignment with what they talking about. See, all this shit with me is a line. Like I ain't fronting for you. I ain't trying to be one thing and say one thing to you and be another. I am who I am. I am what I am. When I leave you, I'm going to get a haircut, going to the gym, doing certain shit. Like I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to run out there and do this, that, and the third. Come on here, say one thing to you. Then I'm somewhere doing some other shit. That's not what it's about. When you are who you are, you are you are. You don't have to pretend. And the truth don't need validation. Only a lie do. You know what I'm saying? The truth don't need validation. Only lies do. I don't have to validate this shit. This shit is the truth. And I keep telling y'all, if you rap and you do certain shit, you're not going to get certain things because you're not playing the game. You're not in alignment with certain things. There's certain shit you got to be in alignment with. And stop putting too much onus on somebody take you in the back room and playing with your grippers. And all. It's not always that. It's sometimes you saw something and then you didn't say nothing. And so you down because they know you took the vow of secrecy. When you see certain shit, when you see when you seen situation where people were done wrong, then you didn't say nothing. You didn't. You win. Nah, he good. He ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna say nothing. It's not even that it happened to you. You watch it happen to somebody else and you didn't say nothing. You did not come around no more. It is some people that you just be like, yo, nah, I can't go around no more. I ain't gonna rock with them no more. Nah, they be into some other shit. So if you was out, right? If you was out and about and you get up with some people, you know, from around the way, well, this is the first time you hung up together, right? And they just pull out some straws and start sniffing coke. That's the last time we done hung out. And you go back around. You go back around. Then people find out they cokeheads. And they're going to say, yo, didn't you used to hang with them? And you be like, yeah, I used to hang with them. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, nah, but they was sniffing coke. I wasn't doing it. So you knew they was cokeheads the whole time? Yeah, but I ain't never do it. Yo, you knew that they was trying to give it to kids and all that too? Yeah, they was doing that, yo, but I wasn't with that. But you still hung with them. This is what I'm saying. When something ain't in line with your spirit, you just bounce. It ain't got nothing. See, money is money. Money gonna come, money gonna go. You gonna get money. You gonna blow money, right? You gonna get money. You gonna blow money. A lot of your money is allotted to dumb places anyway. A lot of shit that you don't need, you just want, you spend money on. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. But a lot of times you see shit that ain't right and exact and you don't say nothing. That's all this industry want. Not that you participated, but you actually bear witness to it and you didn't say nothing. So how many times, again, I wish, man, I wish one day Mary J. Blige would speak her truth. I just wish one day she would just speak her truth. Wish one day, because it'll blow the lid off this whole operation. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I wish some of them would speak their truth, but they can't because they still in it. I wish Angie Martinez. I wish certain women in this culture just let you know. I wish certain men just let you know what has happened to them and what's happening to them and what's still going on. That's why sometimes you look at a woman and be like, damn, she this, that's her. She don't got no kids. Why she don't got no kids? She can't have kids. Now she can have kids, but she just know how wicked this shit is. Know how wicked this shit is, and they can't bring a child in this wicked ass world with this wicked shit. All the wicked shit I had to deal with, all this wicked shit I saw, all this wicked shit I know. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never do no drugs. I don't drink no more. I never smoke. But I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not better than nobody else, but I also don't tolerate bullshit. I be like, yo, nah, y'all niggas bugging. I ain't with that. So it's like, yo, don't let him in, because he got a bit. When you get a chance, go watch Doggie Diamonds Drink Champs. Put it in the search bar. Watch what I say on there. I'm the type that go in the room, that see an elephant in the room, and I'm like, the fuck is a big elephant? And everybody's like, shh, 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 shh. We don't talk about the elephant, but the elephant is shitting everywhere, making that noise, using his fucking trunk and hitting people, and everybody just going along with the elephant being there because the rich owner wants his elephant there. And if you want to be there, you got to deal with the elephant, even though he's a mile of shit. That's what I'm saying. This whole shit with this culture is about being quiet. It's called playing the game. You know how many of these models, you know how many? Because a lot of times you think they're willing participants in a lot of stuff. They're really not willing participants. That's what they gotta do. That's what they have to do in order to live a certain life that they think they want to live until they in the house depressed. And then you see people like Willow Smith, right, who mother is Jada Pinkett Smith, her father is Will Smith, and she's talking about she's depressed. She ain't never have to step over shit. She ain't never been in no pissy elevator. She ain't never been hungry. She ain't never lived in housing when the goddamn where the heat wasn't on, where there was no hot water. She's never dealt with any of that in her life, but she's depressed. And again, depression comes in all shapes, forms, and fashions. I'm not, thinking about, or undermining anybody's, ailments. But come on. Think about it. Think about it. She's depressed. So do you really want that life? You know what I'm saying? Do you really want that life? You probably don't even know what it's like to eat oodles and noodles. You eat it for fun. What is this oodles and noodles? But it's time that we had to eat that. We had to eat bullshit. That's all the hood has is bullshit food. So that's why so many of us came up. So many people had high blood pressure, diabetes, and all that stuff. Roaches, like you said, Mike Ray, roaches, bed bugs. All types of shit. They had to do that because that's what the hood did. But then you have people who get up off silk sheets and got their own room. You know how big it is to have your own room in the hood? You go to somebody's house. You got your own room? Oh shit, you got his own room. By yourself? It ain't 7 other people there? Whoa. Whoa, you got your own room. Remember, that was big. Yo, he got his own room. Don't go to somebody's house and they got a game system. Yo, you got mad Nintendo 64 cartridges. Let me hold a cartridge. And you in a house like this. That's what I'm saying. So, do you really? Come on, man. Cut it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. Not saying depression is a gauge to it, but and maybe she's depressed. Then again, let me no. I'm wrong. Maybe she's depressed by what she saw, because look who her parents are. Who knows what she saw? Who knows what she saw? Because you see the young man was the spokesperson for Gap Women. He was a spokesperson for Gap Women. Spokesmodel. So all the people that want to come out and say this happened, that happened, this happened, how much of that did you partake in? This was the questions you got to ask them. How much of that did you partake in? How much of it did you watch? And why are you saying something now? So all you pioneers that's worried about somebody calling you dusty, and you worry about whether you had money or not, and you added on to the culture, money don't mean that you didn't add on to the culture. What about all the shit that you saw, you partook in, and you ain't say nothing to this fucking day? You ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing. Them same people that was in power then is in power now. And they've been jerking people in this industry and mishandling our people for how long in this industry. And you ain't say shit, but y'all want to attack academics because he called you dusty. Well, I'm calling you dirty. Your mind is dirty, corrupted, and polluted, and you partook in that shit. So clip this and make this shit go viral. Y'all dirty. Because y'all didn't say shit. Y'all didn't do shit. Y'all didn't form no institution to protect people who went through what you went through. You sat around and you walk around all pretentious like somebody owe you shit because you created this and you created that. This, that. And you know and you seen what goes on because the same people who did it then are doing it now. And y'all didn't set up shit. Y'all didn't set up shit. Y'all didn't put no information out there. Y'all just do y'all little workshops. Y'all just do all the shit to just to get your money. Straight up. And you worry about somebody calling you dusty. And these kids are going down the same slippery slope that y'all went down with the drugs, the alcohol. It's just that y'all didn't have the money because the money wasn't available at the time. But now the money is available because hip hop is the biggest form, and y'all watching people getting beat. Y'all know about none of y'all got y'all. How many of y'all got y'all publishing? Y'all publishing all fucking screwed up and fucked up, or you don't have it. We could go through stories of them needing money. Twisted, how many of them? So let me get this straight. Pioneers. And we got to look out for each other. Why was Kid Creole the security guard? He's one of the pioneers, right? Kid Creole from Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel and the Furious Five. It's Melly Mel brother. So he's in a situation where he was a security guard doorman. I don't want to get it twisted. Why was he that? If he's one of the pioneers of a culture that we all are part of, why is he that? Why does he work that? Why is he not on the road somewhere? Why is he in a position where he got to stab somebody? He's not a pioneer. So what are we talking about? But we're supposed to, the money in it. Come on, you in Hollywood, bro. Doing shit. Salute to you and doing all that. But cut it the fuck out. Because when them Gripper stories start coming out,